A severe storm is currently raging in the United States, most of it raging in the state of Iowa, as well as Winston, Kansas, northern Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and the weather is expected to only get worse. This entire storm system is moving toward the eastern United States, passing through the Ohio Valley, and then heading toward Ontario, and then the Atlantic Ocean. In addition, the weather is expected to change significantly in the eastern United States in the next few hours, so Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois will also experience severe weather, thunderstorms, and possibly even hail. And friends, a strong storm system with thunderstorms, squalls, and hurricanes is still expected to pass over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so we are preparing for that, and I will also tell you about it. And let's just take a look at where it's going. You see this storm system. It's moving right through the Ohio Valley right now, heading towards the northern United States of America, and it's only going to get worse. There is some light precipitation in the western United States of America. This is California in the mountains of California, also in northern Washington state. Snow is falling. Therefore, in this forecast, I will tell you what the weather will be like for the next 7 to 10 days, and we will also compare several forecast models. So let's get started. So friends, let's take a look at the weather forecast with you, because the most severe weather event is expected in western Indiana, almost all of Illinois, and also in the state of Iowa. In eastern Iowa, it is expected that an F3 tornado may pass here. There may also be about 2 F2 tornadoes, so be careful, don't go outside by your devices, gadgets so that they are charged. Take care of alternative power sources, and make sure you receive all notifications, because there may be strong winds. And large hail from 3 to 5 centimeters. Let's see, this zone, it will move like a cyclone all the way to the northwest through the Ohio Valley, then it will reach Ottawa, and then it will go to the Atlantic Ocean. If you look a little further west, a red level warning is also expected here. Heavy snowfall may also pass through Iowa, Nebraska by the way, the eastern part of Nebraska. You may get snow from 30 to 40 centimeters may fall. Also be careful because this is accompanied by strong winds. Wet snow will stick to the roads. No one will clean them. People simply do not have time to clean them. So it is also better to stay at home. Do not go out. But friends in other parts of the United States of America, in other states, the situation will also be very bad, although a little better, not a red level of danger. But strong wind gusts and thunderstorms are also expected in Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and eastern Mexico, so be very careful as well. Friends, thunderstorms are currently taking place in the state of Iowa, where it is expected that there may be about 7 to 10 lightning flashes per minute, possibly even more. Most likely, supercells are forming, and this can form just strong thunderstorm systems. Tornadoes can form from them, very strong hail can fall out, and also strong winds can be more than 32 meters per second. This is called a storm wind. Therefore, the greatest threat is to the state of Iowa, and a little bit of thunderstorms will form in the state of Illinois. If you look further, for example, into the evening, you can see that there will be even more thunderstorms, even more in the state of Illinois, also in the Ohio Valley, the state of Iowa. Only in the east it will be most of all in the state of Illinois. In the north and in the west of the state the threat also remains. And if you look even further, you can see that closer to nightfall, there will be more thunderstorms in the Ohio Valley, as well as western Indiana, eastern Illinois, and Kentucky. The state is already being affected by a few thunderstorms, so be careful. The threat still remains. There is also a threat of flooding because heavy rains are coming. In the northern parts, there will be wet snow immediately after these thunderstorms. Let's look further and look closer to Thursday night, closer to morning. There will already be a whole thunderstorm system here. Look at this. This is already the tail of a cyclone, the tail of thunderstorms, so a derekas may form. There may also be conflicts, and approximately thunderstorms may pass right in Kentucky, central Kentucky, Tunisia. There may also be Mississippi, South Alabama, west and north. Then Indiana as well, and the Ohio Valley. Looking further, closer to Thursday morning, thunderstorms will move towards the Atlantic Ocean, that is, the Atlantic coast, and closer to Thursday morning they will only be in the Ohio Valley, a little bit in northeastern Indiana. If we look further, there will also be a threat in the Ohio Valley, Alabama, and basically by Thursday afternoon, you can see that thunderstorms will begin closer to the coast of the United States of America, even to the South Virginia, North Carolina. There will be a little bit even in South Carolina. So then by Saturday night and from Thursday to Friday, thunderstorms will already reach the Atlantic coast, and then they will no longer pose a threat. And do you know what's really interesting, friends? It's that right behind the precipitation zone, behind the thunderstorm front, cold air is immediately approaching, meaning that here we immediately have moist cold air in the rear part of the cyclone, which brings with it sleet, hail, that is freezing rain, and then snow, even heavy snow. Look, right after that, Vincent State, Kansas is also the state of 8 Sov. Right after the thunderstorms, there is snow, that is 10 centimeters of snow, 8 centimeters of snow, 9 to 10 on average, from 7 to 10 centimeters of snow will fall. This is right after the warm front behind the thunderstorms. To be honest, I have never seen anything like this before, because warm, moist air will come in from the south. It mixes with cold, dry air that comes in from northern Canada, and generally from the northern United States of America. It all mixes, and then in the front part of the cyclone it causes heavy thunderstorms, hail, squalls, supercells forming, but in the rear part of the cyclone it causes just snow. And if you look at the forecast going forward, everything will move right to the east of the United States of America. Here you can see that there will be a whole line of thunderstorm systems, most likely thunderstorms with heavy downpours. Well, in the rear of the cyclone, there will be snow, sleet with rain, so there will be ice on the road, slush because no one will be there to clean it. I mean snow slush. And you see, all this will happen on Thursday, that is, tomorrow, and even until Friday, but only on Friday this front will move away from us. That is, the cyclone itself will move towards the Atlantic Ocean. Even until Friday evening, it will leave us. Well, friends, if you look at how much snow will fall, the most snow will be in Iowa by tonight, as well as southeastern Nebraska, northern Kansas, a little bit of Minnesota, and of course the Ohio Valley will have the most snow. And let's look at the forecast for the future, and on Thursday, it will snow the most, especially in Iowa, the Ohio Valley, and Washington State in the mountains. And all of Thursday there will be more and more, starting Thursday evening. Look how much snow there will be in Ontario in the southeast. There will also be a lot of snow in the northern United States as a whole. And also if you look at the rocky terrain, in the state of Washington in the mountains, right near the coast there will also be a lot of snow. So I repeat, if you like skiing, if that's your thing, then please make your plans. They will most likely come true. Let's look further. There will still be snow on Friday, and there will be even more of it. So in some states, for example, the Ohio Valley, Kansas, Iowa, Ontario, there may be from 10 to 40 centimeters of snow. If we take, for example, the coast, the entire west, in the mountains of California, Washington, then there may be from 40 to 90 centimeters of snow. Well, of course, this is in the mountains. If you look at the wind gusts, all this bad weather is accompanied by strong wind gusts that are now passing through the state of Nebraska, Kansas, practically all of Kansas, northern Oklahoma, and Iowa. Wind gusts reach from 15 to 25 meters per second, so wet snow sticks to the wires on the branches. The wires can break. There can be a lot of power outages. So we are also preparing for this, and I warn you once again to have alternative power devices. Charge your power banks, charge your phones, because there may be no electricity for a long time, and the roads may also be flooded. Looking ahead, closer to Thursday, the wind will basically be gone in the Central Plains. It will be less. That is, there will be fewer strong gusts, but there will be more gusts of 15 to 20 meters per second. It may also be in the central part of the United States, more in Nebraska. It will also be in Oklahoma, practically in the entire state, Arkansas, Missouri, so be careful. And basically, until Thursday evening, strong winds will move to the valleys, to the large lakes, Ohio Valley. So there will also be very strong winds here, be careful. Well, if we look further, the weather will be calmer overall. Nothing like that is expected on Friday. So if you have any plans for Friday, you will definitely implement them, I'm sure of it. And starting from the weekend, around Sunday, another storm system will come to us from the Pacific Ocean. It will form first and will come to the west coast. This is California, then to the state of Colorado, New Mexico through Montana, and will move further to the Central Plains to the north of the United States of America, and then usually to its eastern parts. So it will be closer to Sunday, closer to the beginning of next week. So we will look at the next forecasts. Most likely I will tell you more about this storm tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Well, if we talk about fire danger, the maximum level, the extreme 5th class of danger will be in the state of Oklahoma, New Mexico, Texas. Almost the entire state of Texas will be level 5. So friends, be careful, don't smoke anything, don't burn anything at all, because it burns quickly, the wind is strong, there is no moisture at all. So if we look further to the 20th on Thursday, there will be a slightly lower level, for example in the state of Oklahoma, but in Texas, South Texas will also be a fifth class of danger, and the state of Arizona, the South will also have a high level of fire danger, a fifth class. In other states, it is from weak to moderate, that is, from level 2 to level 3. If you look further, there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you see that the situation is not changing steadily. In the southern United States of America, there will be a strong fire danger, and it will last for almost 5 days. You see, nothing changes, so be careful, do not neglect your own danger. Also, if you have neighbors who burn, then make a remark to them and call the police as well. So friends, this is where I want to end our forecast for today. Subscribe to our channel, like, comment, recommend it to your friends, and don't miss the next forecasts because there will also be a lot of interesting things. We will talk about the hurricanes that will be found, but more on that a little later in the next forecasts.